Good morning. This is going to be the weekly reading for Scorpio for the week of April 9th. I did take last week off, so I'm going to be getting right back into it today. So the first card that I pulled for Scorpio was the Transformation card. And what I'm getting with this card is that you really have changed a lot. You really have grown. And you're really beginning to see that as you apply that to different areas of your life and relationships and work. You're really able to see how much progress you've made on a spiritual level. This is just a really beautiful card. And what I'm getting to, the message that I'm getting from Spirit, is that a lot of things had to die and in order for you to be able to see more clearly, because everything that was going on, you were just too close to it. You were too enmeshed in it. And so you really had to get away from the situations that you were in, really break free from them, so you could really do some soul searching and really come into who you are as a person and as a soul. And you've done this. That's a beautiful, beautiful energy. To clarify that card, I have the Watchtower of the North, the Winter card. And what I'm getting with this is that much of the transformation that you made was during the winter months. And now that we're here in springtime, you're ready for some new things. You're ready for a fresh new start, because you have cleared out a lot of these things that were going on, and you have detached from a lot of situations emotionally, and you have grown. So what I'm seeing with this is that a lot of the cycles and a lot of the situations ended in the winter time. So this spring is going to be brand new for you. Now we have the Prince of Swords, and the swords are all about, it's a mental energy. Okay, so this is all about being in your head. This is all about a mental prison. This is all about overthinking. So what I'm getting from this card is that you have been overanalyzing, you've been worrying, you've had anxiety, you've had stress. Mostly about the future. And you know, anybody who watches my readings know that I'm always talking about the power of now. The power is now. You know, release the past and don't worry about the future. And this card here is the message that I'm getting, is that you're worried about the future, and you don't need to worry about the future because everything is happening just like it's supposed to. Because to clarify that card, we have the Alchemist card. And what you do when you alchemize anything is you transmute. And basically, the message that I'm getting with this is that you need to take all those fears and all those anxieties and transmute them, flip them around, turn a negative into a positive. I always try to take a bad situation and always try to look at it from a different point of view. Like, you know what? This really was divinely guided, because look at how it turned out. You know, it turned out for the best. Good things came out of it. So that is how you become the alchemist, is by turning things around and looking at them, changing your perception. And now you have the Star card. And basically what I'm getting with this is the Wish Upon a Star card. Whatever you focus your energy and your thoughts on, it is so. So, and play around with it sometime. Really focus your intentions on what you want. And do not come up with a backup plan, because you will always manifest that backup plan. And that's not showing faith. You need to have more faith. That is the message that I'm getting with this card. Have faith and believe in the universe, that it always has your back, and that everything is being divinely guided, and everything that you want and everything you desire, your soul already knows this and is aligning you to it. Okay? This is all about aligning to your soul's desires and reaching for the moon, reaching for the stars. Excuse my dogs, they're being kind of noisy this morning. Now we have the Healer card. And this goes with the Alchemist card. Once again, this is all about seeing any type of situation that you've been through in a positive light. Okay, don't see it as negative. See it as, look at the growth. See, look at the growth. And change your views and your perception and turn it around. And so anything that you've been through that you perceive as being bad, really flip it around and look at what all it taught you. And look at how much it helped to transform you. Okay, that's the message I got with that card. Now we have the Wisdom card, and this is all about all of the wisdom that you've gained. Think about all that you've learned on this journey. You know, you've learned so much, and you can actually apply this to different areas of your life. But the message that I'm getting to is that a lot of times with wisdom, we want to be in our heads too much. We want to overanalyze. We want to think about everything that's happened. And we want to go over it and over it and over it. So the message that I'm getting with this card too is to release the past. And don't think about it too much. Come from a soul point of view instead of a mental point of view. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off that card. Because faith and intuition actually come from the soul. They do not come from the mind. And this is a soul's journey, not a mind's journey. So do take the wisdom that you've learned and apply it, but don't stay in your mental space. This is all about getting out of your head. Because to clarify that card, we have the Faith card. And once again, this is you being anxious and being worried, but there are things going on behind the scenes that you can't even see. And this is where faith comes in, where you have to have faith and believe in things that even when you don't see any progress right now, that the things that you do desire and that you are wishing for right now are coming to you. And you have to believe and you have to have faith. And that kind of goes along with what I was saying right here about faith. And this one too. So that is definitely a confirmation to get out of your head and just have faith and get out of your own way, because you can block yourself. Because if you are trying to manifest something that you desire and you are trying to control it because you're like, okay, is it going to come to me this way or that way, or what's going to happen, or, you know, try to think through all the details, you're limiting the universe and you're blocking yourself. Because now we have the Four of Pentacles. And the Pentacles are an earth energy. And this is all about grounding. So this is all about taking all of that you've learned and really, really applying it to your life. And everything that has changed. Some things had to die in order for you to be able to move on. Because remember I said everything kind of ended in the winter and you're going to have a fresh start in the spring. Well, this is you taking all of those things that you learned, all that spiritual knowledge, and all of those life lessons, and really grounding them. Getting, you know, kind of getting your head out of the stars and just really grounding that energy. Okay? Because to clarify that card, we have the Death card. So once again, a lot of, you know, if you're dealing with some situations that have ended and that you're sad about them, understand, for one thing, you cannot lose the love that is yours. Anything that is, you know, yours in abundance, you cannot lose if it is truly yours by divine right. So don't worry about it. Release it and let it come back to you. Okay? And that is how, because a lot of times we hold on to things so tightly and we don't let them go. And, you know, we don't, we're so scared we're going to lose it. And so if you let it go, it can come back to you. And if it doesn't, then it wasn't meant for you. So anything that's ended right now, let it go. Stop worrying about it. Stop stressing about it. Stop over-analyzing it. Stop worrying about how it's going to happen, and just let it go and have faith. See, this whole reading has been about faith. Eight of Cups. And you notice this card and this card kind of go together with the moon. I noticed that. And both are kind of looking out. So what I'm getting with this is that you have all of these things in your life, right? You know, health, finances, family, friends, whatever it is that you have in your life to be grateful for. But yet you're still looking out at that one thing or those things that you don't have. And so you're coming from a place of lack and scarcity. And when you do that, you're going to continue to attract more lack and scarcity. So what you need to do is you need to start showing more gratitude for the things that you do have, and know that the universe is an abundant place and that you are going to have everything that you want. In fact, you already have it. So start acting like you already have it and get out of this place of lack and scarcity, okay? And because that was a Cups card, I felt compelled to pull one of the Romance Angel cards. And what you got was reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So this goes along with, and it's that old cliche, if you love something, let it go, so it can come back to you. And a lot of times we have to give people their space. We have to let them roam, because that's how people, a lot of times, especially with men, not so much with women, but with men, that is how men have to have that space in order to become more intimate. It's the rubber band effect that John Gray writes about in Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, where he says that men have to have that space in order to be able to rubber band back to you. So anytime that they go out, let them, give them their space, because a lot of times people have to do that to kind of process what's going on. And, sometimes we have soul contracts with other people we have to finish up too. The soul is always guiding you. The soul always knows what's best. So you do have love returning to you, okay, Scorpio? Now we have the Mature Woman card, okay? And with this Mature Woman card, once again, this goes along with that first card that I pulled, the Transformation. You have grown. Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio, tend to be very possessive and jealous, and we can be petty at times. And I know I've grown out of that energy. I have grown so much where I can let people go now. I don't have to possess people. I have learned to be more unconditionally loving, and really learn what love is. Love is not ownership. Love is not possessing somebody. That is fear-based. That is codependent behavior. That is addictive behavior. And that is not love. So you've got to learn what love is, okay? Courtship card. And what I'm getting with this card is take your time, okay? Everything is not a race. And do take your time and really... I don't believe this is so much about romantic courtship as it's really allowing things to blossom and bloom on their own without trying to control the situation. There's a control energy in this spread, that you're trying to control things. You're trying to really control the outcome instead of letting it flow and really having faith. And so the message, once again, coming through is have faith and let things unfold naturally. And once again, you got the Death card. So that's twice in the stack. See, we've got the Death card twice. So a lot of things had to end, and they may even they're coming back to you in a new way. Okay, that's the other message I'm getting for you, Scorpio. They're coming in a new way. They're not going to be like they were before, because you're not the same. Your love interest isn't the same. This is definitely a love spread. So you were sad when things ended, and you did try to control them, and you had lots of anxiety and worry, and you were in this place of just kind of daydreaming and being sad about it. But it is coming to you, and it is going to be better because you have changed. See? You've done all this work. It's a beautiful reading, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, so this definitely resonated with me too. But this is your weekly reading, Scorpio, and if you would like a personal reading, my personal readings are $40, and you can pay through Cash App or PayPal, and I will include the information in the description of the video. Thank you.